welcome back. Well, we're back at it again. Today we're going to be talking about Microsoft Excel shortcuts. And we want to say thanks and give a big shout out to all of our subscribers. We're growing this channel day by day, so please help us by subscribing, giving us a thumbs up, a like, and a share. Well, what are shortcuts? A shortcut is basically keyboard strokes that help you work more effectively and efficiently. It is an essential alternative to using the mouse. So here are the 20 must-know Excel shortcuts. Number 1, to select a range of cells. Normally, when we want to select a range of cells, we would start where we want and we will highlight all of the cells that we want with the mouse. But to do the same task, you can use Control Shift right arrow, Control Shift down arrow. Microsoft Excel would automatically select the range for you. If you wanted to select a whole column, Control Shift down. And to select the whole row, Control Shift arrow right. And if you let go of the Control key, you'll be able to move your range cell by cell. And if you push back down on the Control key, arrow right, it'll select the whole range again. Number 2, creating a table. Control T helps you create a table. We're going to leave it as my table has headers since we do have headers. And we're going to hit OK. Now a table is created. We can go into table styles and we can pick whatever table styles we want. We can also remove duplicates, convert it back to range. I'll do that in a minute. And we can also filter once we created this table. Now you can see if you want to go back to a range, go back to table design, convert to range, and it'll go back to normal. Number 3, copy. Control C. Control Shift right arrow, Control C, copy. Control V, paste. Next is auto sum. Say for instance you get a spreadsheet and it's not totaled at the bottom. As opposed to typing in sum equals open parentheses and doing that, you can just do Alt =, and Microsoft Excel would automatically select the range for you or select the range it thinks that you want and sum it for you. Once again, Alt =. Next, we're going to create a default chart. Pick the range that you want. Control Shift, arrow right, arrow down. Let go of the control, arrow up. Hit Alt F1 and your chart is created. To highlight a whole column, Control Space. To highlight a whole row, Shift Space. To insert a row or a column, Control plus. And this gives you the option whether to insert an entire row, insert an entire column, shift the cells down, or shift the cells right. We're going to cancel this for right now because we just learned how to highlight a whole row and a whole column. So we're going to use these two shortcuts together. Insert a column. We're going to do Control Space to highlight the whole column and Control plus to insert a column. Insert a row. Shift Space to highlight the whole row. Control plus to insert a row. To delete a row or a column, the shortcut is Control minus. But in order to avoid the dialog box like we did before, we're going to do all of our shortcuts together. We're going to highlight the whole row, highlight the whole column, and then delete them. So, Shift Space, highlight the whole row, Control minus to delete the row. Control Space to highlight the whole column, Control minus to delete the column. To edit a cell or step into a cell, press F2. F2 comes in handy sometimes if you have a complicated formula. Let's say, for instance, you're doing some arrange, and then you're going to pick up some other numbers. Now, if you look at that formula, you probably want to figure out what that formula is made out of. If you press F2, it'll tell you exactly. Sum of this plus these numbers here, 7 and 10. Flash fill, Control E, is another good technique to use when you have a lot of information that's very repetitive. Say, for instance, you have to put the email addresses of all of these guys here. And let's say you have, I don't know, thousands of names. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert a column, Control space to highlight the column, Control plus to insert a column, and we're going to start with Eddie. Control C, copy, Control V, paste. And we're going to add the email address at gmail.com. Now we're going to flash fill this down to everyone else. Control E. And that's the magic of flash fill. So if you had thousands of names, imagine how quick and easy that was to do. Just give it a title, and you're done. To insert the current date, Control semicolon. To insert the current time, Control Shift colon. To format cells, we can use Control 1. If we wanted to format these numbers here, we would start here, Shift Control, arrow right, arrow down. We only want numbers, so we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to hit Control 1. That brings up your Format Cell dialog box. We can go into Number, General, Currency. We can add a symbol if we want, 2 decimal places. Hit OK, and there you have it. To italicize a font, Control I. To make the font bold, Control B. To fill a cell's color, Alt-HH, and you pick what color you want. You can even do Control-Shift, arrow right, Alt-HH, use your keyboard to pick the color that you want. To add a border, Alt-HB, and you can pick what border you want. We can do Control-Shift, Alt-HB. Thick border, bottom. To add or remove a filter in Excel, Control-Shift-L. Now to remove the filter, again, Control-Shift-L. To print a document, Control-P. Last but not least, to undo something, Control-Z. See, for instance, you did this by mistake and you're like, oh my goodness, Control-Z, Control-Z, Control-Z. And that undoes any mistake or errors that you have done. Well, that does it for our tutorial on shortcuts. And if you're enjoying our videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and comment on anything that you would like to see us do or something you're having a problem with. As we always say, keep training, keep learning, never get comfortable, and until next time.